Welcome back, everybody, here to TJ Ribs on Acadia at I-10. This is the Overtime Show with Athletic Director Roman Banks. A closer look at Jaguar Athletics. Hi, everybody. I'm Chris Powers, and here to my left is the one and only Henry Baptiste. How you doing, my friend?
Doing great, Chris, as usual.
That's it, as usual. And Henry Baptiste, of course, owner of the Chicken Shack, was my color analyst for a long time for football. You brought me on. You and I were just talking about that on air. You gave me my first big break as far as doing sports on the field. You in 2001, I became part of the basketball broadcast, and then I did the field work in 01 too.
And you replaced a great legendary broadcaster, J.C. Politz.
Yeah, the guy that called the Billy Cannon run at LSU, still being played, and of course we all miss J.C. Politz. And a little sad today because basketball one and done. Southern University men's basketball team got beat today, 60-58 with 10.9 seconds left. Southern has got a full court press. They break the press. Grambling goes down the court. They're up by 2 already, 60-58 in fact. And then they have a wide open slam dunk. They miss the wide open slam dunk. Southern gets a rebound, brings it across the half court mark with about 8 seconds left. They call the timeout. They set the play up. Brendan Brooks gets the ball, the Dallas, Texas redshirt senior, who is at 94% free throw shooter for his career and had a one shot. He got fouled. So he had one shot on the 1-and-1. He got to do the open of the 1-and-1, and he missed the free throw shot. And with that, Southern University gets beat 60-58. And Henry, you and I were talking off air just a moment ago. That's the third time Grambling beat Southern this year on the hardwood court.
That's right. And, you know, for a coach of Sean Wood's caliber, great coach, knows the X's and O's. And I really thought when he got to take on Grambling this afternoon for the third time, we would probably slip away with the win. But that was not the case.
Grambling shot 11 out of 16 from the free throw. We shot 12 out of 24. That's 50%.
But we also had problems with fouls in the second half.
That's it. So with that, Southern is one and done. They're done for the year, and I hate to see that big time. We all do, so we're brokenhearted with that. Now, the women's game, that started at 5:30 this afternoon. They are playing against Texas Southern and the Lady Tigers. They've split the season, regular season. Southern won at Baton Rouge. Texas Southern won in Houston. Right now, the score is 39-33. Texas Southern and the Tigers leading it with 4:43 left to play in the third quarter. Still plenty of time to go, but Southern has got to take that lead so they can win so we're not 0-2 in the tournament.
I hate to see it, but, you know, if we can't come away with the win, I think both men and women basketball coaches have got to go back to the drawing board because it's been so long that we have been one out in those SWAC tournaments.
Yeah, that's right. We usually dominate that.
Yes.
There's no question about that. So we got a lot of stuff coming up. We got the big Jagathon coming up, and I know that's near and dear to your heart too, Henry. That's coming up on March 25th at, of course, Southern University. That's where the university and the athletic department is biggest fundraiser right there to you for to give back to the university, and you obviously give a lot back, but you're obviously hoping for a lot of alumni and former athletes to give back to the university.
And we're going to get the foundation involved in it a lot this year. You know, they've got the connections that will reach out to these corporate sponsors and also new sponsors in getting more funds to the athletic department.
That's right. And again, calling for 1,000 former football players and alums to donate $100 to Southern Athletics. That big social event's going to be on that Friday, so we hope that everybody gets involved with that.
The first one I'm going to call is Eric Randall. I understand he's making a lot of money at Baker High School this year.
Look out. Of course, vice president, principal for the Baker Buffaloes.
Yep, he is. He's pretty busy up there.
Yep, no question about that. Lots of stuff coming up, too. Tennis, we're going to be involved on March the 11th against Mississippi Valley State, March 12th against Alcorn, March 13th, Alabama State and the Hornets, and then on March 19th, Prairie View A&M. So Coach Conyers, Championship Conyers, will be getting the tennis team going.
You know, at these predominantly black schools, you know, these minority sports, they catch hell in trying to generate funds. But it looked like Coach Banks has really started to turn it around as far as the minority sports. And on the drawing board, I don't know whether I can say this or not, there's going to be a sports complex at that university real soon.
That's right.
I had a chance to look at the drawings last week.
That's
and
right.
I think Coach Banks is doing a good job in getting them out there.
No question about that. And also, too, which is nice, the federal government's going to help out HBCUs as well. A lot of money coming to Southern University for the Southern University Baton Rouge campus, the Shreveport campus, and the New Orleans campus. So a lot of big money coming to Southern University in the next couple of weeks.
That's correct.
So that's going to be huge, too. Baseball will be on March 11th through 13th against Texas State, and then March 18th through 20th, they'll be playing against UAPB in the first series of SWAC play. And then, of course, we're going to be playing Grambling State on the 25th, 26th, and 27th right there at Lee Hines Stadium in Baton Rouge. Bowling is going to be involved in a SWAC tournament in Arlington, Texas. We'll be talking to Coach Doyle about that coming up. And track and field, also a lot of big events coming up. We're going to be talking here. Coach White is in the house. He's got a better Cajun accent than I do, I told him just a moment ago. And I'm from Ville Platte, Louisiana. He's from the White Castle area. So
you'll have a lot to talk about in here.
A lot to talk about. I don't know if we're going to talk about sports. We might talk about gumbo and how to cook and stuff like that.
Don't get him riled up now. We got to understand what he's saying.
That's right. But lots of stuff coming up. Also, the gold standard in football and the helmet, we're going to be, of course, donating for that. So if you go to gojagsports.com, get an opportunity to donate that, buy a gold helmet, and get an opportunity to get, give some money to the university and the football. This is what I like, too, a lot about this. See this bowling ball here? Now, you and I both bought the Columbia Blue bowling ball.
We did.
And that also gave money to the university, to the bowling, department. And this one's a brown one. I like that brown one. I think Denise brought that one here.
Oh, okay.
That's a nice one, isn't it?
A change of a look.
Where do you got yours at? Where do you got your bowling ball at?
Sitting in my living room.
Oh, your living room?
First thing you see when you come in my home.
Same thing. And it's so beautiful. People didn't know that it's a bowling ball. They have to look at it. And I said, no, yeah, it's a bowling ball. It is gorgeous. So you could buy things like this and help out the university and the athletics by each individual sport if that's what you want to do, whether it's softball, whether it's baseball, whether it's bowling, whether it's track and field or whatever. But please do that. Again, that's March 25th. We'll be on the big sports network that we have at Southern University, Jaguar Sports Network, on the stream the whole day. The whole day. I'll be there, and we'll have several guests and all that coming up. We'll also be on the Cumulus family of radio stations, Q106, XOK, Max 94.1, and stuff like that. So we'll be on that broadcast as well. So, again, that's an all-day event, and that's coming up. Are we going to get some good chicken from the Chicken Shack?
All the time.
Yeah. Oh, yes,
all
indeed.
All the time. And I might also point out, Chris, that this year the team is coming out with new football helmets.
That's right.
I don't know whether or not they're going to have any at that day for the event, but save those pennies and go and buy one of those beautiful new helmets that they're coming out with.
That's right. That's the gold standard helmet drive that's going on, so that's great. I think today you ordered the TJ Famous ribs.
I'm going to try those ribs today.
Last week we had the delicious catfish.
It was good.
Oh, the catfish was so good. Today they have the turkey sandwich with sriracha mayo on it, and that's $12.99. The pepper jack turkey sandwich, and of course that $8 big hurricane, that daiquiri right there that so many people love.
I'm not a drinker, but I'm a good eater.
That's right. So we'll have that coming up. That's a special for today, and we'll tell you about next week's show, too. The next Thursday show, we've got a lot of stuff going on. Of course, all the stuff that's going on at Southern University, you can check it out. Again, that's on gojagsports.com. And I know another thing that's going to be coming up, I know you'll be excited about, the spring football game on April the 9th.
I had a chance to talk to Coach Doyle the other day. He's excited, has a lot of things that he wants to implement to that program. Even though he was a former Jaguar coach, he left and took those ideas, went on and expanded his coaching experience, and now he's bringing them back to Southern. We're going to have a lot of new faces out there this year, I guarantee you.
What were your thoughts when they hired him as the new head coach?
A dream come true.
Yeah.
I always like to see coaches that have been a part of Southern return to their alma mater and give their knowledge to the university.
Yeah.
And, of course, the record didn't hurt hurt him, that's for sure.
No
but
doubt.
He's going to do well at Southern.
No question.
I've talked to a couple of the other coaches that seem to have gelled into his program, and I want to add Terrence Graves. Put him in the mix, Chris. He's back there, too.
That's right. I'm glad to see him back as well. And not only that, but for Coach Dooley, graduated first from SUNO and then got his master's from Southern University Baton Rouge while he was coaching with Pete Ritt.
And Terrence Graves, while he was the coach at Grambling, defeated us this past year.
Yeah.
Now he's back at Southern wearing the gold and blue.
That's right. And Coach Dooley defeated us at Prairie View.
Yeah.
You know,
and he's
in
back.
Baton Rouge. So,
yeah.
Yep. So anyway, so that'll be some great times coming up at Southern University. Again, that spring football game on April the 9th. Check out more information for that. When we come back, we got track and field we're talking about next, about all the events coming up and what happened to track and field. Had some great people that really stood out, some great athletes that really stood out in the meets that we had. We'll talk about that and a whole lot more coming up later on, too. We'll have Coach Doyle talking about bowling and a whole lot more. And also former State Senator Troy Brown will be here with us as well. He's a big contributor to Southern University athletics. We'll talk with him coming up as well later on in the show. Right here from TJ Ribs on Acadian and I-10, we invite you to come on out and see us here tonight. It is the Overtime Series with Athletic Director Roman Banks, a closer look at Jaguar athletics. We're back with more right here. I'm Chris Powers on Pelican Sports TV.
Are you interested in a college major with numerous career opportunities? Look no further than the Southern University College of Agricultural, Family, and Consumer Sciences. Agriculture is more than working on a farm. Our students are gaining hands-on experience and conducting cutting-edge research in the areas of agricultural sciences, family and consumer sciences, and urban forestry and natural resources. Our students also participate in internships and travel to national conferences. Our student organizations include students from diverse backgrounds with close bonds. These organizations provide our students with leadership and personal development skills needed to help them gain employment with top industry leaders. If you're not sure what you want to major in at Southern University, I encourage you to try Ag. For more information about the College of Agricultural, Family, and Consumer Sciences, visit our website at www.suagcenter.com or call 225-771-2242.
We're a nation of hardworking Americans, and businesses will always be the lifeline of this great country. As a business owner, you understand the importance of your reputation. In times of uncertainty, you need a real lawyer who's serious about protecting you and your business. You need a problem solver. You need the law firm of Clayton and Fouget. Tony Clayton is a proven trial lawyer. He'll defend you and your business to the fullest extent of the law. Protect your investment and call the law firm of Clayton and Fouget today.
It's game day. A day that should be spent in the living room, not the kitchen. So next game, you just worry about the score. Because we've got the food covered. With hand-battered, cooked-to-order, always fresh, never, ever frozen chicken fingers. Craveable cane sauce. Crispy crinkle-cut fries, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Official chicken of Southern University.
Hey y'all, I'm Amanda Shaw. We all know Louisiana is as fun as all get out. So get out, take a road trip, and explore our state. Fill her up, then try a new restaurant that's as fun-loving as it is food-loving. Grab the family and take off for monumental adventures at our 21 state parks. Or take a magical minivan tour along our 19 scenic trails and byways. Louisiana's a trip. Take one today.
This is Lieutenant Governor Billy Nungesser. Plan your road trip at LouisianaIsATrip.com.
Need a reason to smile? Then dance your way to any lottery retailer and pick up top dollar from the lottery. Win up to $6,000 and triple your cash with Super Tripler Win. Win up to 10 times. Win up to $15,000. It's Top Dollar and Super Tripler Win. Show off your best dance moves and play Top Dollar and Super Tripler Win today.
You need a reason to smile.
All right, welcome back, everybody, right here as Texas Southern is beating Southern University still with 53 seconds left in the third quarter. It's 45-43 is the score at this point. Texas Southern is leading over Southern in the SWAC championship tournament going on right now as we speak. All right, now we've got, of course, Coach Mr. White in the house. Tremaine White, how you doing, my friend?
How you doing? I'm doing well.
Awesome deal, my man. Well, lots of congratulations. You had a lot of great things going on. 7 Jaguars named to the All-SWAC team. Congratulations to that. Nicholas Scott in the 800 meters, 1.5268.
Nick been running well all year. I mean, that kid get out there and he works hard every day. He bring a lot of energy and he's a leader. You know, I think he's one of the one of up and coming top runners in the country. I would say that.
Trinity Bouldin, everybody's talking about her. She broke a record at Southern University, the 60 meter, 7.4 seconds. Oh my God!
I mean, Trinity the same way. I mean, she been putting in her work and everything like that, and I'm really excited about her. I'm really excited, but I'm really more excited to see what she could do on the outside because her run come a little later down the track. So
yeah,
you know, the 60-meter race is a little short. Put in the 100. Let's see what she's gonna do.
And Kenan Villery shot put 14.65 meters.
That kid, you know, he came on to the team as a walk-on. I mean, that kid came on as a walk-on javelin thrower. I'm pretty excited about that kid, and he came a long way. Right there from Opelousas, Louisiana.
Oh, wow. Mm-hmm. Oh, cool deal. I like Opelousas. And most people can't say Opelousas.
Yeah.
The what? You and I get away with it big time. Well, that was the indoor, so now the outdoors coming up. So tell us what you got going on for the outdoor, and how do you prep for the season switch from the indoor to the outdoor?
This year is a great year for us. We got some time to really refocus some things after our indoor season. So we took 4 weeks and try to get back, you know, put some training under our belt and get ready for outdoor season. So actually we're going to start our outdoor season on next week. We're going to go down to ULL, and it's going to be a real competition for us.
How do they change? How do they get their bodies ready from indoor to outdoors? Is that big of a difference?
Well, it's not much of a difference for us because we always training on the outside, so it's not much of a difference. And in Louisiana, you know, you get all kind of different weather. We get the rain, we get the cold, we get the heat. You know, we get everything. So it's just a great place.
Yeah, you and I have talked about that before. I thought when New Orleans did the track and field trials for the Olympics years ago, I love seeing it, and if anyone could host it, New Orleans can, but the weather is just too bad. It's just too hot down here to be able to do an event like that.
I mean, you got to be ready for it. So, you know, no matter where you go at, you know, you get different types of climate, different types of weather. So that's why I think Louisiana is just so great because we get everything.
Right. Is that still in Washington, the Olympic trials? It's still in Seattle?
Well, actually, they've been going over to Oregon.
Oregon.
So we.
Maybe that's why I was thinking Oregon.
Yeah, you probably was thinking Oregon.
It's close to Seattle.
Yeah. So you know they get a lot of rain out there during that time, like that June and July time. They get a whole lots of rain. In Louisiana, we get, you know, some days we get the same thing.
That's right. Where you going, like you said, to UL Lafayette? That's my alma mater. March 18th, March 19th. That's a Friday and Saturday. You go to the Texas Relays on March 23rd and 26th. Then the Texas State Invite on the 24th and 26th of March. So you're busy scheduled in March.
Pretty busy schedule. I mean, we're going to the Texas Relays. They got a lot of relays. So, you know, we want to run some other races that our kids, like the 2s and the 4s. So we go down to the Texas State and run those events. And, you know, just get our kids some more work during that time because, you know, when you go into the relays, they run 100 meters and they run some relays, but they don't really do a lot of the individual events. So by going to Texas State, it gives us an opportunity to do some of those individual events.
And a chance for the Jaguar Nation to show up at LSU, Battle on the Bayou on April the 2nd, right there at the Bernie Mac Track Stadium, right there, right next to the PMAC.
Well, you know, right now that's our home meet for us. I mean, right here in town, and we get to go out there and compete right here in front of our home crowd.
Can you foresee in the future of us hosting track events at Southern University?
Most definitely. We in talk right now about it. So, Coach, you ready to put down the track, and we're ready to get it going. So when we get that track down, maybe, you know, this next spring we'll be talking about having the Pelican Relays again.
When did you come to Southern University?
I came to Southern University in 2010.
2010. Do you remember? I don't remember the Columbia Blue track around the stadium.
When I first got here, it had the Columbia Blue track.
I just must have forgot it. Now, I've always remembered it as being the red one, but I must have forgot it because I see it in my picture. Now that I just mentioned it to you, I almost kind of like see it because I've seen a picture of it, but I don't remember seeing the Columbia Blue track around.
Well, you're going to see it soon again.
Oh, it's going to come back Columbia Blue?
You're going to see it soon.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So, and what kind of structure it's going to be down? I mean, surface is going to be down. I know there's a lot of surfaces that are kind of that foam surface. It's not the actual pebbles, the crushed bricks.
Well, they have two different surfaces. They have the polyurethane,
yes,
which you're talking about, and they have the Mondo surface, kind of like roll out, kind of like more like a rug, kind of like LSU has.
Okay, but that pretty much means that there should be, I'm assuming, no more trucks driven on there, right?
No, sir.
Yeah, so the trucks are going to have to do something else to get, whatever they need to do to the field.
Yes.
But they can't, no more trucks to go over that track.
No more trucks.
I can't wait for that. When are we looking for that? I mean, I don't know if you can say that. When are we looking to where that track is going to be done, where we can have track meets at A.W. Mumford Stadium?
Hopefully everybody get to see it on September 3rd.
Oh, wow. Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. All right, cool. Mm-hmm. And so then that means you'll have to start, scheduling home track meets.
Yes, so when we get that track done, we'll be to have some home track meets, so we'll be to have some high school meets. We'll be able to have some national meets there because Southern we have the seating capacity to one of the largest venues in the country for track and field. So that's a great thing. That's why Pelican Relays in the past was so great, because the seating capacity and everything, and it'd be a great situation.
Now, where would the shot put, javelin, all that be done?
So all the outdoor events minus the high jump will be done in Jaguar Park. So Jaguar Park is, that's why our outdoor events
Which is held. Right next to the stadium.
Right next to it. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay, wow. That ought to be, you got me excited for that. That ought to be fun. So, again, also another chance for the Jaguar Nation to get close. We're going to be at Southeastern in Hammond on April 16th.
Yes, we will be down at Southeastern in Hammond on the 16th, like right before Easter. So, that'll be a good time for us. And, we won't be in school. The kids will be out for a couple of days. So we'll go down there and compete. I think that'll be fun. It'll be really exciting see those kids out there like close to home again.
Yeah, and the SWAC Outdoor Championships at Prairie View, Texas. And, of course, they've got some nice facilities at Prairie View.
Yes, they have some nice facilities. But, we're ready to go burn them down. We're ready to go burn up the track down there. Yeah.
That is awesome. All right, well, my friend, it's good to see you again. Yeah. And I think your food's I think your ribs have gotten delivered to you. I think that's what you got.
Okay.
And you brought a little team with you. Is that your?
I got my wife and my kids.
Oh, cool. Yeah. What's her name?
My wife.
Wife.
My wife's name is Tawana.
All right. And what about your kid's name?
My daughter's name is Molly, and my son's name is Tamara.
Oh, cool deal. Mm-hmm. Look, she got a big smile on her face. Uh-huh. Yes, indeed. Yeah, you're smiling now, but Dad ain't going to let you date until you're 30. Shy baby. She's so cute. All right. Thank you, Coach, as always, my friend. Good luck.
Always a pleasure.
Outdoor. Again, outdoor starting right here at Southern University on March 18th. It'll be at UL Lafayette and at the Ragin' Cajun Soccer Track Facility. Go by and see that. When we come back, we're talking bowling right here. When we return right here, Coach Doyle is in the house with us. We'll talk with him coming up right here as we return. The Athletics Show right here. It's the Overtime Show with Athletic Director Roman Banks. A closer look at Jaguar Athletics. I'm Chris Powers, and we'll be back in a moment right here on Pelican Sports TV.
CareSouth offers a wide range of comprehensive medical, behavioral health, and dental services. On behalf of the staff and board of directors, we want to thank the parish of Ascension, East Baton Rouge, and Iberville for allowing us to serve you. Come out to any of our locations where family is serving families.
Men can be hard-headed and put off seeing a doctor, which puts you at a greater risk for a wide range of healthcare issues.
Need a doctor? Call Our Lady of the Lake Physician Group today.
Go see the doctor. Don't pass on your health.
Preparing a meal. It's a lot like preparing for a game. It involves hard work, the right plan, and attention to detail. Great food, that's our passion. A taste of Louisiana, handcrafted from scratch. Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
Home, away, any game day. At Walk-Ons, we'll help you do game day right.
Competition for this house is fierce.
Relax. You got a team to help you out. Huddle up. You have a home buying edge. A verified approval from Rocket Mortgage verifies your income, credit, and assets all up front, putting you ahead of regular pre-approval and letting sellers know you're serious.
Let's do this.
Put it in.
When you need a competitive edge in a crowded market, Rocket can.
Hey y'all, I'm Amanda Shaw. We all know Louisiana is as fun as all get out. So get out, take a road trip, and explore our state. Fill her up, then try a new restaurant that's as fun-loving as it is food-loving. Grab the family and take off for monumental adventures at our 21 state parks, or take a magical minivan tour along our 19 scenic trails and byways. Louisiana's a trip. Take one today.
This is Lieutenant Governor Billy Nungesser. Plan your road trip at LouisianaIsATrip.com.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Right here as we are here at TJ Ribs on Acadian at I-10. And right here with the Overtime Series with Athletic Director Roman Banks, a closer look at Jaguar Athletics. Coach Banks is in Birmingham, Alabama. And let's get you an update right now on the Lady Jags score. They're playing in the SWAC tournament in the quarterfinals. Right now, Texas Southern leading at 51-47 with 8:06 left to play in that ball game. 8:06 left to play. So hopefully the Lady Jags can pull that out and come back with a victory. The men's team lost today in the first round of the tournament, and they are done. All right, right now we've got Barry Doyle on the program. How you doing, my friend?
I'm good.
Bowling head coach, and, of course, you bringing your family all the time here?
Well, I got the bowling team here tonight. And my
the bowling team here tonight? Okay, cool. And then we've got this bowling balls right here. That's Denise's bowling ball. And you've had some very good fun things going on. First of all, let's talk about the Jagathon. And I know that you want to get former athletes and people, period, to be able to donate to the bowling program, which is coming up at the Jagathon March 25th.
Yes, we would definitely like the alumni, friends, family, old bowlers to come back and donate to the athletic department and actually send some to the bowling program. We're not a big team, so we don't get to travel on the big buses. So we would love to get a nice Sprinter van or something and
that's right.
Travel comfortable. So
that's exactly right.
Yeah, we log around about 700 pounds of bowling balls.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Lady Jags finished 5th at the HBCU Invitational over in Atlanta.
Yes, there were 12 teams that were there, and we actually had a chance to finish 3rd. We lost a very close match to Coppin State. Our record, I think, was 8-5. I think we had the 3rd best record at the tournament, but it's kind of a stepladder thing, and we ended up 5th. But the girls bowled well, and we have good momentum going into the SWAC championship in 2 weeks.
And that'll be fun. And tell us, what do you feel that your strengths are on your bowling team?
It's just the team unity. I have 3 juniors that I inherited, and love them to death. They opened their arms up and their hearts to. I recruited 4 freshmen, and I have 7 girls, and they're like sisters, and they get along great. And we have fun times at practice and on the road and at the tournaments, and they just get after it.
And that's the thing about it is, I don't care what sport you're playing, unless you're playing, even if you're playing like golf. And you're coaching, everybody's got to be on the same page. But for a team sport like bowling and all those sports, if you get the involvement like that with the players, they're traveling together, they're doing things out of meets and all that, out of competition and after schools and all that stuff. When you get them to hang out, more times you can hang out with them, the better you're going to be on as a team.
Right. We see each other more than I see my own family. So we're just together every day. We practice every day. We're on the road 8 hours, like going to Atlanta and just, rooming in the hotel. So I see a lot of them, and, it's a good thing that the team just gelled together, and we're just one big family. So.
Now, how did it feel when you got that head coaching job at Southern University Bowling?
Oh, I've said it before. It was a dream come true. I'm coaching a sport that I love at the school I love. It's easy. I don't work. I enjoy every day of it.
How long did it take you to get that kind of job like that? Because
I had no idea that it would happen. I started out refereeing college bowling, and people were like, why do they need referees? And there was Southern University, and I don't know, I saw a couple of coaches that I knew at other schools, and I decided that I wanted to be the coach at Southern University for bowling.
Now, when you assistant coach, was it volunteer or you were getting actually paid?
It was volunteer.
I thought so. Mm-hmm. And now you're the head coach, and it's pretty impressive. That shows you how much he loves Columbia Blue and Gold right there.
Yes, I bleed it, and I spoke with the girls this morning. I told them, I want them to enjoy their college life and enjoy bowling and get their education. And when they leave here, I want them to come back proud Jaguars and alum and give money back and just support the school. I mean, I love this school, and you cut me open, I'll bleed blue and gold.
Now, when you're recruiting an athlete, first of all, what is a hot area where you recruit at?
That's a good one. So, last year was my first year to recruit, and it was COVID, so I didn't really get to go and see anybody. We weren't allowed to. So I was only able to see videos and talk to them over the phone. I couldn't even, FaceTime them. So I really just had to go off of what I saw on video as far as their fundamentals and techniques. And, I looked at GPAs and just talked to them on conversations. And I made, good judgment calls, and I got lucky. I brought in 4 freshmen, and they're amazing. Made me feel like I knew what I was doing.
But it sounds like, how long you been in the sport?
Oh, I've been bowling for about 40 years.
Yeah, I think you know what you're doing.
But I did bring in a young lady this year. She's the #1 bowler in this state, and she's going to be a great addition to the team. And as much as we're looking forward to 2 weeks to go and try to win that SWAC championship, I got a good base for the next 4 years. We're gonna be good.
Oh wow, cool deal. So when you look at recruiting, what are you looking at? What an athlete's score is and what their average is?
I like to look at the fundamentals, like I said, and the technique, and if they're coachable. Those are the things. I mean, score-wise, the scoring is important, their averages and things, but I like to see, what type of ability they have, and like I said, if they're coachable. Texas is a good state. A lot of bowling goes on up north too. Michigan, New York, Chicago. There's a lot of bowlers there, and it's kind of hard to get up there and recruit. But I got to figure it out. But so far, so good. Like I said, I did well last year and doing pretty good this year. So
yeah, and especially hopefully, knock on wood, COVID will not make its ugly return and all that kind of good stuff. Southwestern Athletic Conference Tournament, you said, coming up on March 18th and 20th. It's a Friday through a Sunday in Arlington, Texas.
It got moved. It's the 24th through the 27th. Actually, it's Jackathon weekend.
Wow.
Yeah, they switched it about a month ago. But it's in Arlington.
It's still in Arlington?
Yes.
Why was it moved?
I think the venue was I think it was taken, and so they had to move it.
So what is have you been to the venue? Have you seen the venue?
Yes, it's called the ITRC. It's a training center in Dallas, Texas, in Arlington, Texas, actually, where most of the pro bowlers go there and work out and get lessons. And
wow,
it's a very nice facility. Like, I hope one day, like, if when the Jackathon comes through, I could take my team there and they get the professional training, because a lot of teams go there.
Oh wow,
and it's good. So.
And I didn't realize. You're thinking when they build these bowling alleys and what have you, it's just normal wood and all that kind of. It's a special wood, because I know when they did the big tournament here, the national tournament here in Baton Rouge at the River Center, they had to get a special wood, and then at the end they were donating those lanes.
Right. It's they use now more synthetic woods now, so it's still wood, but they put overlays over it, and so like a hard plastic. But that's what we've been bowling on probably since the early 2000s, maybe late 90s. So we practice on wood at Southern, so we're trying to get us some synthetic overlays.
Oh, so is that better? Do you like that better?
No, the wood it soaks up the oil so fast.
Yeah.
So we're not able to practice on what we play on like normally, but we make the adjustments and adapt. So
when you're talking about the oil, so that makes it to where you cross that line, you fall. You're falling. I don't care what kind of balance you got, whatever, you're falling if you cross that line.
Yes, they put anywhere from 20 units of oil to 50 units of oil out there, and it's slick. So that's not somewhere a guy your size or my size want to cross that foul line.
That's like stepping on the ice in a hockey game.
That's a hard fall.
Holy moly. Well, my man, we wish you all the best of luck in the tournament. So after the tournament is over, what's it for you? When does recruiting period start, and what do you do after that?
Well, recruiting is kind of almost all year for me.
Really?
Yes, we don't really have many dead periods. So I will hit the recruiting trail a little bit. There's some junior tournaments that go on where high school bowlers attend, like in Michigan. And there's a few local tournaments. So I'll make it out to some places and see some people. But, the good thing about my sport, it's not like I need 20 people. Like, I have 7 girls. I'm bringing in 1. I have 8. I mean, to me, 10 is enough anyway. So,
right.
But I'll be losing 3 after next year. So that'll be a challenge for me to bring in some more girls. But
maybe I'll have to go with you one day to the bowling alley, and we'll do some bowling, because I can do a lot of things in sports. I've played basketball, baseball, and football, but I cannot curve the ball where it makes a curve and goes like that. I think it's awesome the way that happens. I couldn't do it if it saved my life.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll get Captain Kim or Atlanta, or we got Freshman of the Year over there, Jalen Rogers. We got the Queen, Kelsey. We got Atomic Boom, Nyla. They can all teach you how to hook the ball.
I can't even think about it. I mean, I see other people now. I throw mine pretty hard, but it don't always hit. I don't make strikes.
Well, I'll get Nyla to show it to you. Nyla throws the ball about 17 miles an hour, and she hooks it.
Oh, wow. Are you kidding me? So I'd probably, go over there and probably wage some money on it, and she'd kill me.
No, I wouldn't allow you to bet any money. We've had the track team, some of the track team, Coach White, your track boys showed up, and some baseball players walked into Union and challenged my girls, and we had to pull out the Under Armour logo and protect that house, and we sent them boys home.
I bet you did.
With their tails tucked. So.
I bet you did. Well, as always, my man, thank you, and you're here almost every show.
I try to make it when we're in town. We normally leave on Thursdays, but if I'm not here, my family's here representing.
Yeah.
So.
Yep, and already donated a big portion. 10,000?
Something like that. Yes.
Yeah,
$10,000. Some of it went to the athletic department, and some went to the bowling program.
Yeah, which is huge because and I know there's some people out there don't like to say how much they donate or what have you, but that to me gets them excited for other people to donate money.
Yeah.
So I think that's huge.
Yeah, that's me too. I wouldn't want to call out the number, but hey, it's out there. But hey, we want more people to donate like that, and even whatever you can give, it'll help out the university, the athletic department, the teams, because we need the help. We do our best to present, put a good product on the field, the lanes, but it takes money. Like my girls, they want to bowl every weekend, but I tell them, we work on a budget, y'all. We can't bowl every weekend.
Awesome deal. Well, thank you as always, Coach, for being here on the program, my friend.
All righty.
Good to always see you.
And I wore my pants. I didn't want you.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't want my legs to be too bright.
I thought I couldn't see. I'm like, what is out there? Great friend to Southern University. Great coach as well for the bowling team. Coach Doyle right here. Thank you, my friend.
All right,
good
man.
to see you, my friend. When we come back, we've got more as the Overtime Series with Athletic Director Roman Banks. A closer look at Jaguar Athletics continues right here from TJ Ribs on Acadia and I-10. Back after this time out on Pelican Sports TV.
The birth of legends are storied in this conference. We must never forget our rich history. We now turn our gaze to the future. The new legends will emerge. New heroes to arise. The Southwestern Athletic Conference. Be our history.
Legendary Import Group. Exceptional service and a rare collection. You'll discover the only distinctive photo for the legend in you. We are legendary.
I am legendary.
I'm Team Legendary. I am legendary.
I am legendary.
Now that's legendary.
Stop by Legendary Import Group today, where our team is honored to serve you. We are legendary.
Legendary Import Group, the only place for legendary care.
I can't imagine a day without music. You go downtown, you can find some music. You come uptown, you can find some music. Monday night, they got music. Every night of the week, there's music somewhere. Baton Rouge is a place where it's easy to make friends, it's easy to hear some music, and it's easy to come back. We got the music, we got the food, and we got good people. So with that combination, you can't lose, right? You ever come to Louisiana?
When the needs are evident, but the solutions are not, a well-calculated design steeped in hard-earned expertise is what we've built our reputation on. Go ahead, ask us to prove it, because we'd love to. Performance is what drives us. It's how we foster a culture of expertise and informs our approach to complicated challenges. CSRS defines our client relationships by how we perform and the chemistry we build together, with a comprehensive, masterful integration of engineering and development, program management and disaster recovery, and as client advisors and planners. After more than 4 decades of careful, strategic growth, we have refined our multidisciplinary approach to encompass a diverse collection of services designed to revolutionize what it means to build a better community. Our legacy is easy to see. It's found in our projects, our people, and it's evident in the places our work has touched. And we've resolved to prove this legacy every single time. We are accelerators, trusted facilitators of public and private sectors, the force that imagines, designs, and builds the bedrock to propel tomorrow's stronger, smarter communities. Because what we do isn't about buildings or developments or infrastructure. It's about ensuring that the parts which are fragile in the communities we call home are carefully considered and thoughtfully redesigned to be stronger and smarter for the benefit of tomorrow. The proof of who we are is all around us. So go on, ask us to prove it, because we're ready to. CSRS, building stronger, smarter communities together.
All right, welcome back, everybody. It's overtime with Athletic Director Roman Banks. A closer look at Jaguar Athletics. Right now, a 5-point lead for the Lady Jags with 2:16 left to play in the ball game. Lady Jags lead it 60-55 over the Lady Tigers of Texas Southern. They have split this season back and forth. Southern won in Baton Rouge, Texas Southern won in Houston. So this one is all for the marbles. It's a quarterfinal round to go to the semifinal rounds. Right now, the Lady Jags leading it now 60-58. A 3-point shot just hit by the Lady Tigers of Texas Southern. So that's going to go down to the wire. We'll keep you updated here as long as we possibly can. We've got Marlon Hollins right here. Promotions. How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing well. How are you, Chris?
Awesome deal. We also got some great athletes right here for Southern University and the bowling team right here. Join Kimberly Jackson. How you doing, Kimberly? I'm fine. How are you? Where are you from? Memphis, Tennessee. Love Memphis, Tennessee. It's a great place. And then we've got Jalen Rogers, freshman of the year. That's right, for the SWAC. And where are you from? I'm from Jackson, Mississippi. That's not far from each other. That's not far from each other at all. Kimberly, what does it mean for you? Why did you come from Memphis, Tennessee down to Baton Rouge to bowl for Southern University Lady Jags? So with the passion that Coach Doyle has, how is it being your head coach?
It's amazing. I never thought I'd experience a coach that actually loves us like he does, and I'm excited to have him as a coach.
Awesome deal. And Ms. Rogers?
Well, it's kind of the same thing. I didn't want to be too far from home, but I didn't want to stay in Jackson. And basically, it's kind of like connections. My grandparents knew coach, and it went from there.
But do you catch flack when you go back to Jackson? What is your strengths when you're bowling?
My strengths?
Yeah. I mean, is it? Can you hook the ball? Is everybody on the team can hook the ball? I'm the only dummy that can't hook the ball. That's great. Yeah, but tell us why you think Coach Doyle is a great coach.
Well, he treats us like his daughters. He has daughters, but he treats us like we're family. If we ever need anything, he's there. When we need support, he's there. He listens to us. He's a good coach.
He is.
Definitely so. Awesome deal. Well, thank you both for coming. Thank you for both for wearing that Columbia blue and gold.
Thank
and
you.
especially for you at Jackson, Mississippi. Do you wear it back home?
Yeah.
Oh,
I rep it.
Come on. I don't want to face you then. I don't want to face you. You don't fear nothing, do you?
No.
Oh, wow. I like that. I like that. All right. Thank you both for being here.
Thank you.
And congratulations on your season and good luck in the tournament.
Thank you.
All right. And at the same time, too, y'all sing together, too? They did thank you at the same time in perfect harmony.
See, that's the team there.
That's it. That's what I'm talking about. All right, my man, what's coming up as far as great promotions? You do a great job with promotions, my man.
Thank you.
And
Thank
putting
you.
it on social media as well and all that stuff you do. That's a big thing. I've got more updates on my social media than I've ever had since I've been at Southern since 01. Well,
That's good.
social media wasn't available in 01, but still. But you do a great job with social media and making sure the message gets out there.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing is telling the story of the brand, the story of the tradition, the pride, the excellence, and getting it to the alumni. The students already feel it, and we're just reminding alumni, supporters in Baton Rouge that the Jaguar Nation is here and we're not going anywhere. So when we start thinking about promotion and planning and events, we plan everything with the Jaguar Nation as a whole in mind. So you mentioned what's coming up. I also want to, I'd like to go back to basketball. We had one of the most amazing turnouts for some games this year, then the football game experience. But baseball, we want to craft that same experience around baseball. So we're going to kick off Jagathon weekend. Mark your calendar, save the date, March 25th in the Field House. We're going to kick off that weekend. Exciting. We're going to make it a RV roundup and baseball and softball alumni weekend. So we're kicking things off that Friday with radio messaging, 8 a.m., and then in person, we're going to add a different flavor how we like to do in the Jaguar Nation. So we'll have a donor brunch that starts at 11 for the participants for the Jagathon. And then we'll move into the happiest hour. That's what we're going to call it, from 3 to 7, because we're accepting your donations with pride, but we're also introducing you to the new improvements, the upgrades, the advancements of the department. So that weekend for Jagathon, it's not going to be a one-off. We're going to do Friday Jagathon and baseball against Grambling, softball against Texas Southern. Saturday, we have some more doubleheaders and football game, the Roger Kadar Fieldhouse renaming recognition ceremony on Saturday, and then close out that Sunday with that Grambling series, and how they've been talking about a sweep. We plan on bringing that for baseball and softball.
Indeed. Yes, indeed. All right, with 33 seconds left, the Lady Tigers of Texas Southern just turned the ball over. Lady Jags have the ball. It's a timeout now. 33 seconds, tied at 60. It's 60-60 right now. Southern and Texas Southern going down to the wire for the Lady Jags. But like I mentioned, the Tigers just turned the ball over. Taya Bridges just turned the ball over, and it's a timeout now. The Lady Jags have the ball, and the shot clock off now.
Yeah.
So the shot clock will be off now with 33 seconds left, so they can take the last shot.
Yeah. That's what we were talking about when we first got on. Being a fan and a supporter of the Jaguar Nation, watching the games and being involved, you love it. But working on the inside, how they mentioned that the students are the children and the daughters of the coaches when you work in athletics. I feel like I have 450 little brothers and little sisters, so we always want wins. So we expect them to close out.
Yep. How about big Genovia Johnson always steps through? She's got 22 points in the ball game, 17 for Nakia Kinsey.
Yeah.
So that's two big scores right there. And Genovia Johnson got her knee injured.
She did.
In that last game. So she's in there. She's tough.
Yeah, but that's a testament of how they step up. Yeah. They step up to the plate every time. They're reminded that they're student athletes first. That's why they command the attention on and off the field, as well as the support from our donors and the relations.
No question about that. So we'll keep you updated at 33 seconds left, and again, a timeout being called right now. When we come back, Henry Baptiste is going to be back here as we wrap things up right here at TJ Ribs. We'll talk about this delicious food they just put in front of me. I'm easily can get paid. And all they got to do is give me this delicious brisket and all the stuff they got. And another one of my favorites, we'll talk about that coming up here in just a moment right here at TJ Ribs. Oh, my favorite place. The coleslaw with the peanuts, baby.
Yes, sir.
Got everywhere I go, all restaurants I go to, if they don't have peanuts in my coleslaw, I'm like, what are you doing?
Right.
What are you doing?
Step up the brand.
TJ Ribs has spoiled me. I want peanuts in my coleslaw now.
Yes, sir.
All right, when we come back right here, we'll be back at this gorgeous place, TJ Ribs, right here on Acadian at I-10. It's the Overtime Show with Athletic Director Roman Banks. We'll tell you what's happening next week as well. Yeah. All that right after this timeout on Pelican Sports TV.
Men, not going to the doctor puts you at a greater risk for such killers as heart disease, stroke, cancer, and more.
Call our Lady of the Lake Physician Group today.
See a doctor. Don't pass on your health.
Preparing a meal. It's a lot like preparing for a game. It involves hard work, the right plan, and attention to detail. Great food, that's our passion. A taste of Louisiana, handcrafted from scratch. Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
Home, away, any game day. At Walk-Ons, we'll help you do game day right.
It's game day. A day that should be spent in the living room, not the kitchen. So next game, you just worry about the score. Because we've got the food covered. With hand-battered, cooked-to-order, always fresh, never, ever frozen chicken fingers. Craveable cane sauce. Crispy crinkle-cut fries, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Official chicken of Southern University.
Need a reason to smile? Then dance your way to any lottery retailer and pick up top dollar from the lottery. Win up to $6,000. And triple your cash with Super Tripler Win. Win up to 10 times. Win up to $15,000. It's top dollar and Super Tripler Win. Show off your best dance moves and play top dollar and Super Tripler Win today.
You need a reason to smile.
Competition for this house is fierce.
Relax. You got a team to help you out. Huddle up. You have a home buying edge. A verified approval from Rocket Mortgage verifies your income, credit, and assets all up front, putting you ahead of regular pre-approval and letting sellers know you're serious.
Let's do this.
Put it in.
When you need a competitive edge in a crowded market, Rocket can.
That duck is fired up.
We're a nation of hardworking Americans, and businesses will always be the lifeline of this great country. As a business owner, you understand the importance of your reputation. In times of uncertainty, you need a real lawyer who's serious about protecting you and your business. You need a problem solver. You need the law firm of Clayton and Fruget. Tony Clayton is a proven trial lawyer. He'll defend you and your business to the fullest extent of the law. Protect your investment and call the law firm of Clayton and Fruget today.
All right, welcome back, everybody, right here to Overtime Series with Athletic Director Roman Banks. A closer look at Jaguar Athletics. And right now, the Lady Jags leading it by 161-60. And Southern has called a timeout. Genovia Johnson with a steal. And so hopefully things will work out with that. Getting down to the wire, Henry.
I brought you good luck, Chris.
That's right. That's right. I wish you'd have been here for the men's game.
Oh, I wish
so. Doing that for the men's
I wish
game,
so
right?
too.
That's right. Well, also big things coming up right here. And one of the things that we love about TJ Ribs is the fact that they have some delicious food. I've always come here to eat the ribs, but now coming here showing that they make so much of the good food. That fish last week we had, my goodness, it was so good.
It was great and very, very fresh.
Yes, very fresh catfish. And then, like we mentioned, you took my baked potato. I told you to take my baked potato. You could almost do arm curls with that baked potato. That was so heavy.
It took me 2 days to eat that big potato. That was a huge potato.
They brought me some brisket tonight, some delicious barbecue beef brisket with some potato salad, but my corn, my coleslaw with the peanuts.
Oh, you in the coleslaw and the peanuts.
I love coleslaw and peanuts. Oh, I love that. And got me some gravy here to go with that, too, to pour on top of that to make it good and moist. So that is unbelievable. Anything you get here at TJ Ribs is incredible. Whether you want to have parties here, you want to have parties at your house, you can call them, and they'll come to they'll get you, pick up the food over there and go. Got locations in Prairieville, Segan Lane, and then right here at Acadian and I-10. It's been here forever.
I think you took up Elliot Darrensburg's place when it comes to great food. You know how brother used to tell us about all that good food?
You. But Matt, I think, almost beats that too, though. Matt, our engineer. Yeah, brother, you would find good food everywhere.
Yeah.
That's no problems with that.
Yeah, our good spotter who died a few years ago,
That's right.
Elliot
Hard to
Darrensburg.
believe. That's right.
Left us at a young age.
That's right. By the way, the next show is going to be here on the 24th of March. Lieutenant Governor Billy Nungesser will be on the show. Head baseball coach Chris Crenshaw will be on the show if we can get him to talk. Because he's when we get him in. Now, off the field, he'll talk. Off the mic, he'll talk like crazy. But when it comes to the actual microphone, he's quiet. And we'll also have Roger Cater. We're honoring him, of course. You've got the field house going to be named after Roger Cater. He was a big inspiration in doing that field house. TJ Rib Special will be a grilled sausage plate. And with fried pickles for $12.99. That is the next show that's going to be on March 24th. It's on a Thursday night. We invite all of you. That's 2 in a row you've come to.
Yep. I try to come to most of them, Chris. Sometimes I just can't get away.
Yeah, I know. You're very busy at what you do. There's no question with that. And so it's always good to see you here at TJ Ribs for that show. And, of course, trying to get you updated more on the score right here. We got 61-60, I believe, is still the score. 62-60 is now the score right now. So they're watching it. I think they're watching it on the feed on ESPN right now. There we go. It just got it now, 62-60 the score. And Genovia Johnson, unbelievable player. When she takes over the game, she has 22 points that we saw last in the game. She may have more now because of the free throws. She has 24 points in the ball game. When she takes over, she takes over.
A win tonight would put them against who tomorrow?
Yeah, in the quarterfinal round. In the semifinal rounds. Now it's the quarterfinal rounds. Tomorrow they would play against Jackson State. They would play Jackson State tomorrow.
Well, they'll have their work cut out for them.
Yeah, Jackson State's undefeated in conference play. So hopefully Southern can win this game. And who knows, anybody could, win on any given day. Because, last night, Alcorn barely won that game. They had to go in overtime to win that game last night against Prairie View A&M. And then Texas Southern today for the men's team got beat today.
When we lost our Trinity TV, I was through with it.
Yeah. Yeah, you're passionate like me. You get upset and all that stuff.
I do all the time.
And the coaches do too. It affects them big time as well, and that's what it's all about right there. So again, we're getting down to the wire for that game.
I wanted to reach out to Coach Sean Woods after the ball game, but I just wanted him to have time to sit down and think about it because he has had a great year, Chris. And when the season started, he was out there. That team was on fire.
Yeah.
You remember the night they played Kentucky, in Kentucky.
And it was on national TV.
Yeah.
A lot of people text me and told me how good of a game it was.
Yeah, it was a great game. Then next week they went down and knocked off Tulane. So, that team has a lot of talent on it.
Yeah.
They just hit some bad luck last year.
Now 7 players are gone, though. 7 players that will be going for the seniors, 4 players for the Lady Jags. So we've got some replacements to fill. It's going to be interesting to see.
Hopefully they'll put it all together in 2023.
That's right. Banks will be back with us next week. We're going to be talking again. Lieutenant Billy Nungesser will be here on the program. And now we're tied 62-62 with 3 seconds left to play in the ball game. Southern and Texas Southern are now tied. And so we'll see how that goes. 62-62 right now. So getting close, getting down to the wire. No question by that. And looks like we're just going to miss the end of it as Texas Southern got some free throws at the end, and now we're into overtime. That'll do it for us right here on the show. We'll be back with you next Thursday, Pelican Sports TV.
No score.